Yeah.
Yes, this is my first experience on online con.
Yeah.
Not
cool.
first Q&A, but first like this is really cool. And
Yeah, go ahead.
don't say small little con. I heard that you guys already like surpassed the what you guys wanted to raise funds for Extra Life charity.
Yes,
and that already is
How much was
the
that?
fact that
Sorry.
10,000 was the goal.
Yes, 10,000 go. Sorry, Javier, go.
no, that I'm like, this is like for me one of my favorite things about getting to where I'm at now in my career is being able to contribute in some way and help with charities that I believe in and things that I want to fight for, because who doesn't, I mean, I bet there's some people, but like who doesn't want to fight for like sick kids and kids who are struggling in hospitals, and that's something that makes me really happy that when you guys told me that this was about.
Yes.
That's what just brought me so much joy.
Oh, thank you for being
thank
here.
you.
Yeah, and we are so excited to have you because you are one of the most prominent characters in the new expansion, so Dawntrail, and you did such a great job with Bakool Ja Ja, and oh my gosh. At first, I don't know if you know much about the story, but you play kind of like a jerky kind of guy, but then I ended up loving you, and also your performance, you were so good. Like, I was like, I hate this guy so much, but then I was just like, I love this guy. He's so cool. So you're really
Such
good
a good
at
villain presence.
Yes, exactly. You had that like, oh, that energy and the villainous behind it, and I was like, this guy he's got it. I'm excited to see him go places. And not only that, but you will be in the next update, I believe, because your character was on the art. So we'll be seeing more of you, hopefully, and hearing your voice, and I'm excited to see that.
We look forward to more.
Yes, exactly.
Possibly.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful piece of art.
So
That's all I'm
you
gonna
did.
say
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
we
gonna
can't
say.
talk
It's a
about it.
beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of art. Whatever happens, I don't
Whatever
know.
happens, happens.
What if we got like, I don't know, an extra like $10,000, you know, for the charity? Could you share a little bit more, perhaps? No, don't nobody donate money. Do it because for the kids, but don't do it for the plot. Okay, don't do that, guys. But
Don't do that.
no, don't answer that question either, Javier. Stay safe.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For legal reasons, it's a joke. Exactly, yes. All right, so this is a Q&A session. Javier, do you have any questions for us to begin with? Oh, wait, first off, how are you doing tonight? You doing great? Yeah, just want to make sure you're good. Welcome.
I love it. I am doing fantastic.
Awesome. All right. Any questions for us before we begin? Before we start Q&A session with you?
How about you
How's the
introduce
con?
yourself? We didn't do that.
Yeah. Tell us about yourself.
What do you want to know? I like long walks on the beach. Pina colada is really nice.
Oh.
Let me write this down somewhere so that way, you know, if we ever meet up, I know where to take you. yeah. You know, I'm just saying. No, but I guess if you have no questions for us, we can go ahead and begin with the Q&A session.
Yeah, let's do it.
All
So I
right.
want to know is like the only question I have is, are you guys happy so far with the con so far? Are you guys? How are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling pretty sad, honestly, because it's the last day, so...
Oh, that's true.
But overall, I say for me, I had a great time, and also having events like this, having you on, having the community get together and play from their homes and experience a con-like experience in-game has been really great. So I've been loving it so much. Sad it's ending, but yeah. Crystal, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a very wholesome experience. We've been having a great time. The community coming all together. Like whenever we hit the charity incentive and we don't have a stretch goal, all the artists in the community are coming together to have like a stretch goal happen. Like just seeing the community come together for these things is just very, very heartwarming to see every year, including yourself. So
yeah,
just
and there was a player that tweeted me like, Kingdom Hearts is like my favorite game growing up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, now it's Final Fantasy, of course.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Good answer.
course.
Good answer.
I mean, the company is similar.
Yeah, I mean,
but like you guys did a cosplay thing, and then the player dressed up as Sora, and then they sent a picture, and I was like, so it's like I got to do a glam. What's it called? I got to be a judge at a
judge,
glamathon.
Glamathon. Okay, that's the first I've ever heard of that.
Glamathon.
It's like feels like RuPaul's Drag Race, like the runway walk.
Right.
It's like it was an event, and it was absolutely incredible to see how creative people can be in the game. I'm learning so much about this game through doing these things, and it's like I'm loving everything I'm learning about the game so far.
Oh, we're glad to hear. So you're definitely not a 14 player yet, but you're learning about the game and trying to get into it.
Not yet, and I want to play. I would love to do what Colin does and what Cena does, and like first I need to figure out how to do technology. It's something I always say, and I'm getting better at it, but I'm such a quote-unquote hip grandpa about it. I don't know how to work technology the best.
It's okay. Look,
so,
I don't know either. I just try to make it work, and sometimes it just... Look, my quality is horrible. Like, I look way too bright right now. Crystal looks professional, but I made it this far, so I'm doing something.
We can help you out.
Right. Yeah.
We'd be more than happy to.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever seen Colin, but he streams on a really crappy laptop, so he makes it work somehow, so... he said
Colin,
it.
I'm about to have a little chit-chat.
No!
Yeah.
I must
10 out of 10, we'll recommend.
Yeah, recommend. But, hey, you already answered one of our questions, like how much of a gamer you are and how much you know, so that's great. So, Crystal, you want to kick off the first question you want to ask?
Sure, I'll take off the first question officially of the Q&A, kind of, sort of.
All right.
But I wanted to know, like, what was the initial drive for you to be an actor? Because it is definitely a decision to be an actor, and that you knowingly go into a dog role. Like what's like the thing that inspired you to go into the field in the first place?
Before I answer that, Victor, who I did, who produced this glam contest.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
Victor!
Thanks, Victor!
Oh.
No, wait, there's an audio problem?
There's an audio problem. Hello. What's
That's an audio problem.
Robot quality. Okay, is it for everyone? Oh my gosh.
Is it me?
Well, we're in Zoom, so it sounds weird.
For everyone? Okay.
It sounds like we're underwater. Did you touch any
I didn't
settings?
touch anything. I am so sorry, Javier.
Oh, you're fine.
Let me see.
It's Crystal and
audio
Javier.
bit. Yeah, everyone. You two are fine. The other two are. You're fine. The other two are country. Let's see. It might be a connection issue. I am so.
Crystal now good? Okay.
Okay, maybe Javier good
I'm
now.
now good as well.
So it's just like a
it feels
temporary
I'm
hiccup?
Better now?
Okay, yeah, it seems
Okay.
like it's just a connection thing.
Okay.
We're so sorry.
Temporary hiccup.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat.
Thank you guys. Okay.
Just let us know if it goes to shit again.
Okay, but
Well, it said thank you, Victor, for the glam contest, clarifying it.
yeah, thank you.
So the question was, what got me into voice acting?
Yeah, like what inspired you?
So I was one of those kids that like always wanted, like the first and only job I wanted to have was acting. Since I was like 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
it's
wow.
like the only thing I ever wanted to pursue. And my first passion of why I wanted to pursue voice acting in general was actually Pokemon, SpongeBob, and like Digimon.
Yeah.
It's like anime particularly, because that was like, when I'm from Uruguay, and we would watch the Spanish dub and
Yeah.
and like English dub sometimes of these shows. And I just remember it was like Saturday, it was after school. They played, I think that was Pokemon after going to, and then Digimon was also playing on the weekends with SpongeBob.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's that's sort of was the first time I told my mom, and I was like, Mom, I want to do that. And they're like, what, you want to have a pet dog and go fight other dogs? And I was like, no, I want to pretend I'm other people and voice and do crazy voices and do that. Like, as a young age, it's like I understood what concept of voice acting was. And that just never kind of changed. It's like I went to middle school and they did like their, like school plays. Remember? I don't know. It's like and I moved to the United States when I was 10. So then I went into like public school system for education. And then they did like the school plays once a year. And I always like wanted to be in those. So I did acting in middle, then in high school. High school, I went to I split my time going to my normal high school, and then I also went to like a conservatory acting school in the Stella Adler technique. It's something I did in the last 3 years when I was there, just because I knew that that's what I wanted. I already knew since I was a very early age I wanted to go to college for it. I personally also wanted like the full college experience. Like I wanted to go to a college and then study acting, go study abroad, make friends outside of my field. It's like have that full college life.
Yeah.
Like American Pie.
Good movie.
I pursued it that way, and then that's what got me interested in the beginning is Pokemon and Digimon, particularly.
Wow, so anime helped you get this far. So guys, watching anime will get you far despite what your parents say. So you can become a cool voice actor like Javier. So thank you for that. We appreciate that answer. And that's something I really noticed with a lot of people. Sometimes people kind of think, I just want to be a voice actor, but acting is a big integral part of voice acting, correct? You just can't have a good voice in voice act, correct? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not here to
downplay
anybody else's like experience.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, because some people it's like just do voice acting and don't take acting classes, or they're just naturally talented and all that. For me, it was I went through like the training and education process of getting a degree in it and then studying and then, but I approach every acting job, regardless if it's voice or commercial or on camera, I approach it the same way as every single role is going to my acting roots of saying, what does my character want? How is he, they, whichever is, how are they going about to achieve it? Like, what are the blocking points? Like, where's the hurt? What's my backstory? What's my relationship with each and every character? How does it change? It's like, these are all things and questions and things I have to either journal about or write about or just speak out loud as I'm reading every script that I can, as much as they can give me. It's an entire process, but I don't cheat myself just because, it's just voice acting, it's just my voice. I'm like, it's still a full, for me at least, it's still a full acting chops.
All right.
Right.
My skill set's still being used.
All right, nice.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah, that's a really nice way of putting it. I really like that answer so much. Thank you. And I guess for me, the next question I have for you was, since, acting, a lot of the process of acting is auditioning and whatnot, how was the auditioning practice for Bakool Ja Ja? Did you know prior that you were going to play both heads, that character, or were you just given a line and just like, yeah, I'll just kind of do whatever and see what happens from there?
So my story of Bakool Ja Ja for the... Also, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at chat.
Yeah.
So,
chat, he can see what you're saying, so be nice, okay?
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, not you, the chat. Yeah. No, you... I love you. I love you.
Be nice.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So, I originally didn't get an audition for the game.
Okay.
I was a backup. Somebody dropped out the day before, and then my agents were like, "Hey, there's an opening. Can you be there?" It was like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
It was like, "Can you be there at 9 o'clock the next day?" Because they're doing in-person auditions for the bigger characters. Can you be there the next day? And I was like, well, my job is auditioning. I also didn't know the other thing about it. I didn't know I was acting for Final Fantasy until halfway through recording.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of times everything's codenamed and NDA'd.
Right.
And I learned as you go through and work on different things, you learn some things you ask, some things you don't ask in a session. It also depends on if it's a warm set, if it's a welcoming set, if it's a more professional, like in the professional sense of like, we're here, we're doing a job, we're not chit-chatting, we're not, every set is different. Particularly Final Fantasy is an extremely welcoming set. It's like the localization team, Kate, like the directors I've worked with, all of them have been so encouraging and so collaborative. That's just one of my favorite things. This has been my favorite project to work on because of they really are not just your cheerleaders, but they're also guidance. And it's like, well, they've been working on the game for like a long time. They understand it. But it wasn't, so I decided to take the risk and be like, I'm going to ask if they can tell me the name of the game. So halfway through recording it, I was like, are you allowed to maybe like tell me what I'm doing? Because there's some people that automatically know because they play the game, so they recognize a lot of those things.
Right.
Because I have never played Final Fantasy, I knew that it was a really cool game. I knew it was going to be a fantasy theme, obviously what I was recording for. I knew the style. They told me style and everything. So I knew a lot of things, but then when they told me, I just remember going, and I'm nervous.
No! You killed it. You killed it.
And then I went, oh, okay, cool. I thought it was just, another game. Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's nothing. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. But back to the audition process.
Yeah.
I got the audition. XYZ reason I got the audition. And this one was in person. It's very rare for voiceover to have in-person auditions because it's, I have my mic here, I have my booth here. Sometimes there's a Zoom callback. A lot of times you just book it straight from the audition you do. So every process is different. So for this one, it was in person. And originally I auditioned for Coeurl.
Oh.
I did not audition
okay.
for BKJJ.
Okay.
And then it wasn't until I finished my audition that they held me in the room and said, I know we're behind on time, but what do you think? Like the localization team was talking to the director, and they were like, what do you think of Javier for, like, as a good fit for insert Bakool Ja Ja? And then they were like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's give it a try. And then I auditioned, and here I am.
Yay, and we're glad to have you. You did such a
Wow.
great job. You killed it. Like I said, I was sitting there like, oh, this guy sounds so mean, and I'm like, oh, I want to strangle him. But I was like, oh, like, towards the end, I was like, I love this guy. That character development and everything. I liked how you
Yeah.
went from being such a mean character to, like, understanding, and then you're like, okay, now I'm suddenly a good guy. And it's like, oh, such a great
Yeah,
character
you
arc.
portrayed it very, very well.
Yeah, you did. So, there you go.
And then in the audition, they told me it was two-headed. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna
I
say.
knew it.
Yeah.
It did say it's two different personalities, same creature,
Yeah.
but two different. So they did want to hear two different voices. That being said, it's a question of like I didn't, because for me in a way it's like I wanted to give it a little bit more, in my mind, more depth for it, rather than making it so distinguishingly different. For me, the way I play, the way I interpret Bakool Ja Ja is it's still the same soul. You still have the same desire. You still have the same wants and needs. You have the same heart. They share a heart, but they just have different brains. So they go about differently on how to achieve the same thing that they want, which is, I don't know if I want to spoil it for those who haven't played.
Should we?
that.
Should we? I don't know, Chris. What do you think? Because, like, I think at this point everyone's kind of caught up and they know who this character is. Obviously, I don't know. Should they?
That, or
yeah,
they've
mean-
seen the thirst.
yeah.
Yeah, I think as long as we give it like I can put it in the description of the video and we say it now, like spoilers for Dawntrail, as long as we give like a
I'll
heads
put
up.
like a text on the screen saying Dawntrail.
Heads up! Spoilers for Dawntrail if you don't want to hear.
But Lav, to say like the biggest thing that he desires is acceptance,
Yes.
and in a way love. Just a very weird way of going
Yeah.
about to get it, as we know, the choices that he makes to get love and acceptance from family, particularly. So for me, it's like playing the two characters. It's finding the humanity, and I didn't want to make it despairingly different from each other.
Right.
I wanted it to have some
Yeah.
semblance of similarity, and that's something that me as an actor, but also the director and also the producers, we all collaborated together to get to that sweet spot for those voices. It is a large part. I would say it's like my imagination. Let's see how far my imagination goes, but then they're there to guide and help to finesse it.
And you finessed it really well. Like, you did a great job. I really loved your answer, too. You, like, really knew the character. And, you know, obviously 2 heads, 1 heart. That was like, huh. It connected to me that they're sharing the same heart, same goals and desires. Despite having 2 heads, they're the same person, technically. And that's just a really great answer. Probably the best answer I've ever heard for a question, honestly. Like, I really love your research into everything. Go ahead.
We continually made so many conversations about, okay, because they refer themselves as he, as also together as they. It's like, that was a
Yeah.
huge conversation to have.
Oh.
We literally discussed it for so long. As we were going through all the lines, we were like, okay, why? Okay. And then in my mind, I'm like, why am I referring myself as a unity now rather than an individual? And all that played into part of why the certain lines were done a certain way. Because, okay, are they having a moment of difference? Are they differentiating themselves from each other? Because I don't think they're always going to be. Sometimes they butt heads, as we've seen.
Right.
Sometimes it's not always their buddy-buddy. A lot of times they love each other and they're buddy-buddy because they want the same thing. But there's certain moments that they have to fight each other. And is that the moment that they don't want to consider themselves they together rather than I? It's like, it's an interesting thing that Bakool Ja Ja goes through continually.
Is it...
Even like, there's even a line where he gets confused about it.
Yeah.
Like, he, we, they, huh?
I really like that answer. That's like, wow. I like how you're so much into the character. Like, you're actually Bakool Ja Ja without the extra head. But like, I like how you channeled it really into the character really well, and I commend you for that. Oh my god! Ah, what is that?
This is my favorite, one of my, not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite little gifts I got. It's a fan because I get hot a lot.
Oh,
So a fan gave me a fan.
That's really
and
cute.
And I know in the chat someone's gonna say who it's from because they always say, and I'm like, this is from someone that I appreciate.
It's so cute, man. And to be a voice actor, get all these cool free things. That's awesome. Crystal, do you want to ask the next question? Or I have one that would kind of go into everything, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to say that because of your voicing of Bakool Ja Ja, how much of an impact has it had in your life? Like, have you ever been to all these cons, having all this much fun, meeting so many fans, knowing that you'd had this much impact on a lot of people who loves your character that much?
It is the most beautiful wave. I am surfing it as much as I can.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm swimming and like with my hands as much as I can because I feel like the wave is like the wave is in front of me and I'm like, I'm trying.
Oh.
So it feels like a lot of times, and that's when it, like, the reference for that is like when I get really overwhelmed, or like I feel like everything's happening at once because of the popularity of this character. There is a lot more demand. People like want me to do Q&As, do charities, but also it's like auditioning in different level of auditioning I'm doing in different projects. Some casting directors or some producers I haven't even heard of. And I'm like, oh, they do that? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, why not? Of course I'm gonna audition for this. It like this journey and the fact that it's happened like what is it, July 3rd?
Yeah, like 2 months-ish now? Yeah.
3 months?
Yeah.
The fact that I'm like, when I think about back, like how much I've been able to do in 3 months, crazy. And it's literally thanks to like the Square Enix and the game and the fans and everybody who has floored me and overwhelmed me with, in a good way, good overwhelming way of like of appreciation and love. And it's like, I'm just grateful, and I'm just like, it's like it's like the only way I can describe it is when I tell my friends, like, I'm just doing my best. I'm doing my best to take as much advantage and enjoy this moment that I worked really hard for, and just enjoy those moments. And even though like I'm probably the most stressed I've ever been, it's like continually, because it's so much. I'm an overthinker a lot, so it's like it's so much. It's like, okay, I got to do this and then this and then that, and it's like in so many, continually doing that. And it happened to me at my first convention was Anime Impulse, and it was my first time, even being in a convention, even going to a convention. I did one small one back in the day for an animated film that I did, but just a screening. This was a full-on booth and everything, and I just remember I had to like invent my signature.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to give you my legal signature for you guys to steal my money.
Yeah.
But like I had to like create this, like, my artist signature.
Right.
And I just remember like, oh my God, there's a page in my book where it's just like I just
Scribbles.
spent like hours just like just practice. Okay, but what if I do the R this way? No, what if I do, like it's like so I'm an overthinker. So being in that moment, and I just remember the first autograph I ever did, and then in my mind I'm going, it's like backstreet, it's like, someone's meeting you, hello, and everything, and then it's like in my mind, and then in my mind I had to shut my mind up and be like look, this is a moment, this is a milestone in your life. Just shut up and enjoy it, not to the fan, to myself. Like, Javier, just shut up and literally enjoy that moment. And I have to constantly tell myself, like right now, I'm like, I have to be like, enjoy what you're doing, enjoy where you're at right now. Don't worry about what's next. Don't worry about what this and that and what else you can do. It's like,
it's really
it's
important
like I said,
to be proud of your achievements.
Yes.
Like, you gotta sit in it, be proud of it. You gotta accept it.
It's a real
But it's
Bakool
like
Ja Ja moment, because you're talking to yourself like another head. I like that. Yeah, I'm trying to connect it. Sorry.
you're trying to.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
That's my favorite ship, is Javier and Bakool Ja Ja.
There you go. Start drawing it, guys, in the chat. All right. But yeah, do you have anything else to add to that? Sorry, I cut you off a little bit there. Yeah.
No, I mean, what was the question originally? Because I feel like I said.
I know you're good. Just the impact has just done a lot for you, and it just said a lot for us, and that's honestly a great answer. So thank you for that. Yeah, you're good. You didn't stray away. You're
surreal.
You're surreal is the best way to put it. I like that answer.
Surreal and grateful.
Yeah, and honestly, I've seen all the love from the community online. I don't really go to cons that often myself, but it's just so really cool seeing a voice actor get this much love. We've seen it with the previous voice actors like Bethan and Colin, and now you're getting it. It's always cool seeing people have finally their moment, and I'm happy for you so much.
Yeah, it's really cool.
All right, Crystal.
And it's
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to talk too much, but like, yeah.
And it's like for me, it's interesting. It's like a lot of people. It's like, it's for fans to understand something that it's didn't happen overnight. Like even for on-camera actors, it's like all of a sudden Jennifer Lawrence, everyone like she popped like.
Yeah.
She was auditioning for years, doing pilots that didn't get picked up, it's like, it's like how it's not something that happened overnight. We've all been,
Yeah.
I mean, it can for some people. And it's, again, some people, like, it does happen and then they just have that luck and that opportunity and that skill set that's perfect for that moment. But for most, I would say for like most actors, it is something that it gets worked on a lot as we go on.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes, even though I keep forgetting it all the time, but like success is when opportunity meets
Luck, maybe.
Preparation meets
meets opportunity. Yes, like you work hard all these years, you're preparing, you're working hard, and then you get the opportunity, and that's when it happens. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it's so relevant to the entertainment industry, pretty much any job in the entertainment industry. I love it so much. It's like, yeah, you worked really hard for that.
Yeah, congrats.
And I'm happy it's happening to you.
Yeah, big congrats to you. I'm happy for you.
Also, I would love to go to Portland for Fan Expo. Portland's in my list, please.
Clip it, everybody in the chat.
Somebody
send it to them.
Fan Expo. You know how it happens.
Lumeria Deborah. I'm probably butchering it.
Oh, in the chat,
fine.
yeah, it should come over there. Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want your favorite voice actors, like if you want Javier to appear at your local convention, you got to tell the organizers. That's how it works. You got to let them know.
That's what my convention agent told me. It's like the best way it is if enough fans email and request something, then that's the best way to like. And I would love to go to Portland. I've never been.
Me
I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna email on your behalf, so I'll do that as well. So don't worry.
I'll do that as well.
I'm gonna rally.
And if we want to do a convention in Maldives, why not? You want to do a convention in New Zealand? I'm here for it. Australia, why not?
I don't know. They got big bugs. I'm kind of scared of that.
Wherever you are.
Just take Javier everywhere. I like that. All right, Crystal, you want to ask the next one?
Sure.
Right.
I can go off on a little bit of a direction, but kind of like something we touched on before where you said you're a big Kingdom Hearts fan. So like how familiar were you with like Final Fantasy prior and to the franchise, and like what's your experience with gaming? Like what did you grow up with? What's your background?
Oh my goodness.
Let's get into it.
My background. So I think the first thing I had was the Family System, and then Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo 64.
Oh,
We're going way back.
Throwback.
Yeah, we're back there. I'm with you.
Single-digit years to like my early teens. See, things that I grew up with was Super Smash.
Yes.
Brothers, the original, and then going through it, Mario Party, Donkey Kong, Kirby. Then Bomberman. Loved it. I have it in my PS. What do I have? PS4? I think I have PS4.
You don't even know anymore.
Hey.
So busy.
And then as we grow up, we want something that has a little bit more substance in that sense. Then I like oh my goodness. Diner Dash.
Oh,
that's more substance right there.
That's good stuff.
But Kingdom Hearts, I mean, I'm a huge Disney fan, so it's like a lot of the Disney games. Kingdom Hearts was the first time that I got introduced with Final Fantasy characters in it. So that was really cool. Right now I finished Hogwarts Legacy recently.
I want to play that.
I'm a Slytherin.
Oh, me too, actually. I took the quiz, yeah.
I didn't need to take the quiz.
you just knew! Respect.
Trying to get through Hollow Knight right now.
Oh, very good. Yes. Very good.
I'm not great at precision stuff.
Me neither, but I play anyways.
It's like I die, and there's no easy level. Sometimes it's like I just want to be in the easy level and I want to get the story. Sometimes I literally just want the story and I don't want to keep dying.
Yep.
And also losing the money. It's like in Hollow Knight you keep losing all the
I feel so bad every time.
Me too. Yeah.
Let's see. I like a lot of like the Quarry and Until Dawn, like those
story based.
But also, it's like I love mocap and PCAP.
Yes.
It's something that I would love to move into a lot more. Like Horizon Zero Dawn is absolutely stunning.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's like I'd love to work a lot more in that, but it's also, I think it's just gorgeous, the graphics, and I love story-driven stuff. And obviously, choose your own adventure, those kinds of games. I think that's it. I don't have much time at this time in my life.
I understand. Yeah.
In Christmas, for those 2 weeks, it's like if I visit my family back in the East Coast, it's I'm like, great, Mom, watch me play video games.
Just
But I
basically
watch.
practice your like future 14 streaming by talking to your mom and commentating for her or something like that. Yeah. And I guess the next question is, so you probably don't play too much 14. Are we gonna expect to
Not
see?
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I want to.
You're gonna-
I do want to. It just scares me. It's like watching. It's like, you know. It's like if you just start. I never watched One Piece, and it scares me.
Me too.
'cause I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
like
know,
so long.
It's so long, and it just
Hard,
it's
yeah.
a little scary because I'm also like a little conceited. So you know, it's like I want to get to my part. It's like I can't get to me until I'm a level
Gotta skip.
90, and I'm like, I have to go through this 90 levels where I'm not voicing
Yeah.
it. Why? Don't get it.
I know. Yeah.
I bet it's a beautiful story.
No, it's a great story, but it is
Oh,
a
yeah.
long journey. But
It's just a commitment.
it's a
yeah.
commitment, yeah. But definitely, as people said in the chat, it is a great story, and you have to be committed for a while. But when you get there and hear your voice, it's worth it. As a person who heard your voice, you know, it's worth it. So
It's
yeah.
gonna be worth it for because I love a game that pulls on my heartstrings anyway. You know, like that makes me
Yeah.
cry.
Oh.
Those are my
And the
movies
good
right there.
thing is, like, I always think of Final Fantasy XIV and its expansions. You can treat them like different games. So, like,
That's what people
play
tell
the
me,
first, play an expansion, play another game, play the next expansion. They're all just separate games, so you can split it up easy.
I know, but I know I'm eventually there, so I'm gonna obsess. I'm gonna be like,
you should
Cram it all together.
deserve.
and then you guys are like, oh, have you done any jobs lately? No, I just played this game and I never auditioned again.
Just become a full
Auditioning,
14
what's that?
streamer. Yeah, and it's a long journey, but whenever you make that tweet, I'm ready to retweet. I'm going to be there day one to watch you and stream. I'm going to be excited for you, so.
Am I supposed to do it after I make the character, or am I supposed to like be sharing it as I'm like, what am I gonna pick for my hair?
That
People
is-
love character creation.
Yes, exactly. Like,
People love it.
it's so great. Have you seen any of the characters from 14? Are you any idea what you would like to be? Like an elf-like character, a small character, Lullafell or anything? No.
You're not familiar with, like,
That's
the races?
the what's the one, the evil ones that like to gamble? Is it Lala? Is
The La,
A lot.
the evil one.
Yes.
No, that's what at the glam contest they were like, no.
Oh.
Oh, in the
It's like,
glam
they
contest.
steal
Okay,
your
that
money.
makes sense.
They do steal your money. I mean, they are they like their money. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, so you want to be a Lullafell player. All right, we'll see when that happens, I guess.
Oh, I don't
We'll
know.
see
I
when
have
he
to
plays.
learn. I have to
We'll
see when I
see.
play.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone get
Maybe I want to be
Yeah.
a monster. I just
one day. That'd be really cool. But everybody follow him on Twitter. That way, when you see that notification of him going live, you're right there
Yeah.
day one. So I'll be there. I'll be there for sure.
You'll want to be there for the day one of a Javier stream
Yep.
of Final Fantasy XIV.
Okay, Crystal. I already asked the last one. Go ahead. You ask the next question. I want to make sure we're getting even here. I don't want to talk the whole time.
Oh no, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good. I feel like we've been doing good.
Okay.
I also was curious, as like outside of the acting sphere, do you have any like hobbies that you do to like relax? You know, de-stress, because it's a stressful industry to be in. Like, what are some hobbies that you have?
I'm a huge believer. Even when like I have newer voice actors, and then they want to do a meeting with me, want to do a coffee or something, and just hear advice and stories, which is crazy because it feels like not that long ago, but it was a long time ago. But not that long ago, it's like I was the one asking for meetings from friends who were more established, and I still ask for meetings for people who are more established because you know, there's always someone that you can learn. There's
Yeah.
always
Yes.
people that you can
Always.
just keep learning and growing.
Exactly.
Hobbies. That was my.
Socializing
so-
is a hobby.
My hobby is I like to give meetings to people and tell them how they should.
I mean, I'm like
go
that
through the
too,
acting
so-
career. I'm a huge believer when I say things. It's like I believe in balance. It's like I love my job,
Yeah.
but I love my career, but it is my job.
right.
I think when I was in college and I was in in acting school and everything, that was always like live, breathe theater, particularly, but like live, breathe everything theater. And I'm like, and as I'm getting older, I'm like, no, I want to have a balanced life. I want to travel. I want to do some sports. I want to have friendships that are outside. I have friends who are actors, but I want to have friendships that are outside of my field and have a more well-balanced life, because I feel like that's just is more fulfilling as for me personally. Some people like delve into one thing and that's what they love, and that's great. Let's see, I am a kickboxer. I do that about 3 or 4 times a week.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is one of my versions of working out.
That's awesome.
Maybe one day I'll do a thirst trap.
Kickboxing stream, yes.
Please?
Why not?
me and my Muay Thai outfit.
Oh, okay. Chat.
Why not?
Okay. They're getting excited a little bit over that.
Now we're gonna see Bakool Ja Ja fan art kickboxing.
I'd love to see that.
We're gonna start seeing it.
It's like, yeah, but which head do you punch? Because it's like, what's the focus on?
You gotta, you gotta go for both, I guess. I don't know.
That's true.
So that's a way for me. It's like to de-stress, and it's a great workout as well. Let's see. I am also a captain of a dodgeball team.
No way.
You're so active. Oh my gosh.
Of an intramural
That is actually
dodgeball
awesome.
team.
Oh my gosh. Are you winning a lot or?
I'm like. My team is we take a lot of new players. I like teaching a lot. I like guiding and like forming new players and building community, because a lot of my friends are from that I built. It's like when I joined years ago, it's like I wanted to build more community for myself and make more friendships and meaningful friendships, and then I made them and I was like, oh, this is great. I want to be able to also help new players. So it's like I always tell the league manager, bring on the new players, because I think my team is a good introduction of it. Now my position, I'm the shady sniper. I'm a corner.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't even know
the
they
one
had
that
names. Wow. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, you have a catcher, arms, which is the big throwers.
Yeah.
Corners. Oof, backup corners.
Wow.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole. It's a
Didn't know
sport.
it goes that
it's a
deep.
sport.
I just
It's
throw
a
the ball
sport.
when I was a kid. I didn't know there was more
Yeah.
stuff to it. Yeah.
But yeah. So my position is shady sniper. Whenever somebody's not paying attention, I'm probably throwing at you.
I'm never gonna play dodgeball with you. You scare me right now, but I'll be watching on the sideline.
On the contrary.
You would play against them? Crystal, I know you. You would not last.
In high school, dodgeball was my favorite PE day.
I hated dodgeball in high school.
I loved it. I looked forward to it every time. It's my favorite.
Swimming. I was a swimmer.
Oh.
I was a,
Oh, you were a swimmer? Okay.
I was the captain of my team.
Oh,
My swim team.
You're so cool. Wow, letting all these new things is...
very athletic.
You're very athletic.
Basically is what I'm getting.
But no, I mean, I live in Los Angeles, so hiking's a big thing. Obviously,
Yeah.
It's like I feel like you're in Los Angeles. I read. I love to read. I love getting massages. I go into a Thai massage place. It's like it's a great way for me to de-stress. I like to meditate every once in a while if I have the time. Travel is huge for me.
Yes.
And then it's like I think, when I was in my younger. In my insert an age that is younger than me right now. I'm forever 21 now.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I'm not proud of me. But it's it's like I feel like I was in that club phase, party phase. When you're younger, you first turn 21. You're like, yeah, let's do it. And definitely, I'm in that place that it's like now we're like game night. So it's like big board games, card games. My favorite game is card game is gin rummy. Like good old Golden Girls. I like drinking a gin cocktail, playing gin rummy, watching the Golden Girls. Why not?
Wow.
Very good choice.
That's super big.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
You're living the dream.
You're living the dream. I wish I was you right now. I'm sitting here.
All really good hobbies. I like I like the balance that you hold like as a value to yourself. That's really good.
Yeah, because it's right now it's hard to find balance because of the demand is really high right now.
Yeah.
So it feels like a lot of my life is auditioning and doing a lot of these wonderful things. And for me, it's like, well, sometimes your balance doesn't need to be there because this is something that you've reached and this won't be my forever. But right now it's okay to focus more on one aspect and then let other things be a little bit more back burner. So right now I'm allowing myself to get a little off balance so I can focus on something that I worked really hard for and get as much reward as I can from it.
Yeah, that's a great way to live, honestly. I like that a lot. And sorry, I'm looking at the next question. But Krista, do you have anything you want to add to that real quick? Sorry.
To elaborate?
Yeah, if you want to, or next question, sorry.
No, we can go on to the next question.
All right, okay, cool.
I'm satisfied. That was a cool answer.
Yeah, you're honestly living the life. And I guess, since you said that you like to help out people and give advice, is there any advice you have for any aspiring actors, voice actors, who wish to kind of practice or maybe try to, get into the industry a little bit and be where you're at, maybe?
As long as your voice is not similar to mine, go for it.
That's the big secret.
Get that competition out of here.
I would say it's like, love it and do it.
Right.
It's get training, and that's my suggestion at least. Learn what your voice is and what your brand of your voice is behind a mic, because it's very different than anywhere else. Be in front of a mic, your brand is very different. And how to work with a mic, I think mic etiquette, particularly, that's a really big thing to learn, especially in the beginning, because should you get lucky and book that job really early on to your voiceover journey, you want to go into that set, if it's in studio, and know the etiquette rules of how to be in a booth. My big thing is watch things and listen and learn, particularly style, I would say, because that's something that's, I always say, it's like, if you're going in for a first-person shooter Call of Duty, that game, it's going to be different than Horizon Zero Dawn, which is different than Final Fantasy XIV. And it's like fantasy, but then in a Harry Potter game, it's like all these are different styles. So learning the tone and the style of each game and how you, as your own personal voice and your own personal choices, fit into that world. Okay. It's like, you don't want to mirror it. You don't want to like get away from who you are as a voice actor, as an artist, in your identity, to be that whatever you think they want. But you have to bring who is me in a Call of Duty game. Okay. Who is me in this kind of game? And then paying attention. Same thing with like anime and animation like that. Okay. It's like a Bob's Burger show is different. Bob's Burgers is different than Rick and Morty.
Yes, exactly. Like, and you don't want to bring your Bakool Ja Ja voice to every single role you do, so you gotta like change it up a bit every now and then. Wait a second. I just realized in-game, if you're watching the stream, Javier, let me see. Someone just joined us on the stage that isn't supposed to be here. Who is this character? Do you guys see this person in-game?
Oh my gosh.
Who is this person? Wait, sorry, I'm messing my controls. That's Bakool Ja Ja's baby girl just joined us on the stage? Wait, huh?
My goodness.
You see it right there? She's here with us right now. Man, what? Oh my goodness. I didn't think she joined us, but I guess staff was telling me somebody's walked up on stage, and I was like, what's going on? And then I looked over, I'm like, she just walked up and she's here. Do you have any words to say hi to her or anything, or?
I'm saying hello.
Hello, yeah.
Pleasure.
Oh, I know she's a big. Wait a second. Huh? Did you hack into the call or something? Is that who I think it is? Welcome, Bakool Ja Ja baby girl. How did you get in here? What the?
Well, there was a door open, and like any opportunity, I had to walk right through it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, welcome on in. As you know, this is Javier, in case you don't know who it is. And this is Javier, this is Bakool Ja Ja baby girl. I think you guys kind of know each other, but thanks for joining us, I guess, for hacking in. But
no problem.
Yeah, well, since you're here, do you have anything to say to Javier, possibly?
Well, I think I do. I've got a couple words here. I think I'd like to start off by extending a heartfelt thank you on behalf of the community for bringing our beloved two-headed lizard to life, but also for taking the time and energy to interact with all of the people who love him so much. It's been really, really special seeing you connect with the fans. And I mean, let's be real, online spaces can be pretty tough to exist in, but you really helped quell all the negativity with your contagious enthusiasm. And I really appreciate that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So sweet.
Oh.
It's been really cool getting to know you.
Oh. Yeah, Javier, go ahead, sorry.
No, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for like the whole Bakool Ja Ja Nation too.
The nation?
Hashtag. Worldwide.
Oh.
Worldwide.
I've
no,
yeah, go ahead,
but like, to be serious, Just like honestly a heartfelt thank you to you, to every fan. To be honest, I didn't know how popular my character was
Surprise!
for a long time. and then I stumbled across, I think I was just searching like my name, not Javier, Bakool Ja Ja, like Twitter, and be like, are people talking about it? Maybe? Is it popular? And then I stumbled across your profile that retweeted so much art, so much appreciation, so much of people's love for it. And like you went and searched, and that's how I was able to like find so many fans and so many people that appreciated this character, and hopefully my voice in it. So I want to say thank you for rallying so many people together, and me getting to meet so many people, and also we have a collaboration, so.
Yeah, we do.
So
It's on Streamily.
Also, go to
Plugging
Streamily,
it.
guys. But also, you're an amazing artist. It's like that is a beautiful piece of art. So I am super happy that we collaborated, and I'm super happy that that I'm able to meet so many fans thanks to you reposting or retweeting everything. And so yeah, I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to Koo, to CrystAAHHL,
Wow.
to every fan. To be honest, I'm flabbergasted. I say weird things, and
Us too. Don't worry. We're all the same thing here. I guess before we start wrapping things up, because we're running out of time, I have one question for Bakool Ja Ja, baby girl.
Oh no.
If you had to choose between $1 million or Bakool Ja Ja's hand in marriage, what would it be? We gotta know.
Well,
Tough question.
that's a tough question.
It's a tough question.
$1 million.
It's not.
it's $1 million.
It's not.
It's $1
I'm taking that
million.
hand.
You're taking that hand. All right, we like it. Thank you for joining us. May have
Over
been
$1 million.
I know, over $1 million.
$1 million.
He's worth so much
Listen.
more.
I just want to say quickly.
And if you
Yeah, go ahead.
you put it in a like high yield savings account, that can be so much more in 20 years. That's
Oh my
retirement.
Well, she chose love, and love conquers apparently today. So thank you, Bakool Ja Ja, baby girl, for joining us today. Whether it's rigged or I don't know, scripted, who knows? I don't know. But Javier, thank you for joining us. Do you have any last things you want to say? Promote anything on your behalf before we wrap things up tonight?
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
The first thing is, we found out that there could be something in the future for Bakool Ja Ja, so that's it. Keep playing the game. That's my first plug.
Playing the game.
Keep playing the game. My next con is Gateway Fate Con in St. Louis in a week and a half. I've never been to St. Louis, so if you have recommendations of things, my parents actually will be joining me.
Aww.
So Mama Ja Ja will be there for Saturday, and Daddy and Dada Ja Ja, whatever you want to call it. We'll be there Saturday and Sunday with me. First time they're ever gonna experience anything like this. And then I'm gonna take a little personal break with them for like 2 days and explore St. Louis. So if you have recommendations, send me St. Louis stuff. And also come to St. Louis. I want to meet all of you.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is my Streamily officially went live 2 days ago. And you can find some amazing artwork from so many talented people that I am so proud to collaborate with. One of them being Ren, Bakool Ja Ja's baby girl. I did not say that like that. I'm just saying that's literally just the name
Yeah.
of the Twitter handle. I am saying it as this is just the name of the Twitter handle. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
No canon confirmation.
And then I'll be doing, I think in there you have like live stream signing. I'm new to Streamily. I'm new to a lot of this. I'm learning as I go, so patience sometimes. From my understanding of how it works, it's like you can buy a print and do a live signing, and I'll be doing the live signing October 10th as of now, afternoonish. And then we can chat, Q&A-ish, chill out with me. I'll be signing things. I don't know how it works, but we'll figure it out together. You guys can teach me while I'm on it. I've never even like Instagram live something, so this will be my first time doing any of those things. So fans, teach me.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah, and before we end things real quick, let me just quickly show you the crowd that we have in front of us in games. So if you want to take a look at the stream, these are all the players who came out to come see you. And although it looks like that's a small crowd right here, it actually turns out there's probably a lot more people back here because the game can't render everyone at once.
Yeah, game can't render everybody.
Yeah, so all these people came out here to come say hi, and they're all a huge fan of you. We have like at least 1,000 people in there somewhere or something.
I might be able to directly screen share
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you,
do that.
Javier. That might be a little bit, if it helps.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you able to see my game?
Yes.
There you go. It's a little bit more clear for you to see.
Yeah, sorry about that. There you go.
Well, all these people are here to see you as they render in.
Oh my goodness.
Her stream is
Hello.
very...
And
all the way
also, last plug. We are doing this to like raise money for children that need it and families that need it. So please, if you have, donate to Extra Life charity. This is literally please. It's like if you have. And if you have extra after that, go to streamily.com and
then give it to
That's right. You can do both.
But you can do both. But also, it's like we're here to support a wonderful cause to help kids who are in really big need in hospitals.
Yes.
And also, hi everyone.
Yeah, there's so many people out there. So I guess people in game, people in the stream.
Screenshotting.
You're screenshotting. Go for it.
Here, I can.
For
Let me
everybody,
go to the crowd. Give me a better.
yeah, everybody in game, everybody in
There
this
you go.
chat, go ahead and give a nice thank you and goodbye to Javier as we wrap up our Q&A session, and Bakool Ja Ja Baby Girl for joining us as well. Thank you guys so much
It's
for joining us.
Gateway Con,
Yeah.
Gateway Fate Con in St. Louis. Somebody else. So.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yes.
All right. You got your screenshots ready? You good there?
Oh, we have more screenshots. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
wait.
if you want to, yeah, go for it. All these people love you.
And thank you, Co. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Ren, for hijacking this.
Yes, thank you, Rin, master hacker herself.
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
everyone, we're going to close up the Q&A, but right after, like literally in 5 seconds, we're going to have our closing ceremony to wrap up the entire con. So thank you guys for enjoying the Q&A, and with that, we'll see you guys in a few seconds. Bye, guys!